Is this giant online precious metals dealer ripping Florida stackers off, and maybe even stackers from your own state with a bogus tax loophole? I think so, but in today's video, you be the judge. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. First, let me start out by stating that if you are, or you aspire to become, a stacker or a collector of gold or silver, you should know and likely fully understand the local tax laws concerning buying precious metals in your state or country. Nowadays, you can buy metals online from a multitude of different dealers, and most of the bigger online dealers have information about what they tax and why they collect certain tax on certain products. Usually that's found down around the bottom of their home pages or in the FAQ section. Warning, they aren't always correct and the information can be pretty limited. If you've been following my channel for a while, then you know that I buy gold and silver in smaller purchase quantities to bring more frequent reviews and more frequent unboxings here to the channel. That's more or less what this channel is at its core: unboxing precious metals, reviewing them, and discussing stacking strategies around the current spot price and premium environment. I'd certainly save a few dollars if I were only buying 100-ounce silver bars or perhaps 1-ounce gold American Eagles, as they come with much lower premiums, compared to buying a few ounces of silver, 10-ounce bars, a tube of silver Eagles, the stuff that most of us can afford. However, buying those things would eat up my entire monthly budget, and that's why I buy smaller and more frequently. And I've learned to navigate the online buying scene like a champ for years to get the best price around my budget, and I've done so at over 24 different dealers across that time period. Now, just like you, I like to buy at above the minimum shipping requirement. That is, in most cases, a minimum of $199 with my purchase so that I don't have to pay the unnecessary shipping cost. I also never buy products that are taxable. Once more, I've been doing this a lot. I've been making purchases weekly from many different dealers across half a decade, and never before, not one time, did I pay sales tax on the purchase of American Silver Eagles. And here's why. Because in the state of Florida, American Silver Eagles are exempt from sales tax as they are considered, well, not considered, they are legal tender. I've bought hundreds of them from many online dealers over the last 4 or 5 years, and today was a first. All right, today I purchased American Silver Eagles from big box bullion dealer JM Bullion. Used to do a ton of business with JM Bullion. Used to buy from them almost exclusively because they do have a nice military discount that allows you to get the high volume pricing for smaller orders. And what I mean by that is you get the pricing of a customer who's buying, say, 1,500 American Silver Eagles, but you only need to buy one to get that pricing. That's the discount they offer. However, over time, their premiums have just gone higher and higher and higher, and honestly, I can't distinguish them from APMEX anymore. And so during calendar year 2023, I've only made 3 purchases from them. That's it, all year. After the purchase, of course, right after, because that's how things tend to go, I did notice that I was taxed. And I thought, damn, that must be a mistake. That's not right. Let me just send them a quick email and ask for them to refund the tax. And so that is what I did. I sent an email to JM Bullion's customer service, and ironically enough, I got a super fast response. Only the response I got directed me to JM Bullion's tax information link on their very own website. What I saw and read there is the reason for this video. JM Bullion and the customer service rep who responded were quick to highlight the following. It is this line right here that really set me up for this video. And the only place I can find it is on JM Bullion's website. And it reads, any coins or currency of any country that are legal tender but are sold for a price that exceeds their current exchange rate. So in this case, for the US Silver Eagle, that would be $1. Unless the aggregate sales price of such coins or currency exceeds $500 in a single sales transaction, then tax will be collected. All right, let me tell you right now, I'll stop it all. That line is bullshit. All right, because that is exactly how to completely negate the very first line of actual Florida tax code regarding the sale of coins, currency, or bullion. And that, my friends, is that the coin or currency of the United States, if it is legal tender, which the American Silver Eagle coin is, shall not be taxed. All right, so why is this a problem? All right, it's a lot more than just, paying 20 bucks in taxes, right, to buy some Eagles. The reason this is a problem is because every single day I read comments from new stackers, very new stackers, some of them. They find my channel or others like this one. They come, they start commenting, they start asking questions, they send emails, and then some of them stick around, but a lot of them a month or two later, you never see them again. All right, maybe they moved on to another channel, maybe they didn't like what I had to say, maybe they just don't like stacking anymore. The moral of the story is, people come here all the time looking for information, and I try to provide accurate information to help you guys save money, to help you guys find better deals. For years, I've been telling Florida stackers, in particular, people here in Florida specifically, that you can avoid tax on smaller purchases by sticking to U.S. American Silver Eagles or to constitutional 90% silver coins. They are legal tender. They were made here in America. Anything else, a coin, a bullion product like a 10-ounce silver bar, anything generic, Canadian Maple Leafs, anything that is not an American Silver Eagle or 90%, if you're buying less than $500 of it at checkout, you will pay a 6% sales tax, which is why if I'm buying Britannias or Maple Leafs, I buy more than $500 worth. I like to buy a full tube in that instance. And therefore, you get the lower premium, right? But you don't pay the sales tax. It's common sense, honestly, for stackers here in the state of Florida. But this loophole that JM Bullion is stating, as Florida law, that declares that tax will be collected on these items if the sales price exceeds their face value, that completely negates the whole concept of buying American Silver Eagles at 90%. Who is going to pick up an American Silver Eagle for $1? Who is going to buy a 90% silver $half for a $half? It's not going to happen. This is made up. They are making up this line. I don't know who came up with it, but you can't find it anywhere other than JM Bullion's website in regards to Florida tax law. So this means they will charge tax on a Silver Eagle at JM Bullion on any purchase if it's below $500. All right, so I would avoid buying 90% silver or American Silver Eagles from JM Bullion until they fix this, unless, of course, you just like to pay tax on items that aren't taxable. If that's the case, then go right on ahead. Feel free. All right, so I would also recommend that if you are not a Florida stacker, perhaps you're a Tennessee stacker or an Oregon stacker, or maybe you're a Wyoming stacker, doesn't matter. Go ahead and check out JM Bullion's website. I know some of these states, and I don't know them all, have no tax on any bullion whatsoever, and other states have a lot of tax. But go ahead and check out their website. Go down to their sales tax information and just read over it. See if it jives. See if it's right. All right. So I responded to JM Bullion customer service, this time letting them know who I am, meaning I told them I'm Florida Stacker. I have this YouTube channel. I understand the Florida tax law very well, have been buying multiple times, even from JM Bullion across the years, and never had this issue. The response I received is that my message and information would be passed on to their tax specialists, and I would receive a response in 1 to 3 days on the subject. Now, before that, I said, if you cannot refund the tax that I paid, then please cancel my order, okay? I don't want to do this because I feel like I'm being ripped off. Yeah, they ignored that part. All right, so let me just go ahead and tell you, JM Bullion, there's no need, all right? APMEX doesn't add this tax. SD Bullion doesn't add this tax. Monument Metals doesn't add this tax for Silver Eagles. Texas Precious Metals, I can buy 1 or 2 Silver Eagles from them right now. Right now. No tax, no shipping. So where is this coming from? It's made up. That's where it's coming from. The other dealers may not be perfect. None of them are perfect. But it appears that they are applying the law correctly when it comes to tax in Florida. JM Bullion, however, is not. And so I felt compelled to make this video and to make you, the new or perhaps even more experienced stacker than I am, aware that a line of jive as it pertains to Florida tax law specifically And once more, that line states that any coins or currency of any country that are legal tender but are sold for a price that exceeds their current exchange rate is taxable. That's bullshit. That is made up. It isn't real. And it's ripping people off, and you should be aware of it. As the JM Bullion, maybe they'll come around and tell me they made a mistake. I doubt it. I asked for a refund of my purchase, as mentioned, and they, waive the erroneous tax, and I never got a response to that. No. Actually, I've seen the product is already shipped, which means I probably will not see that tax refunded. Now, I encourage all of you to learn about your local tax laws before buying gold or silver, especially online, because that's where it can get a little more complicated when they're shipping it across state lines. And I'm sure by now that, some of you, maybe from New York or California, are watching this video, and you're already in the comments section. You're telling me to stop crying. You're telling me about, you got to spend $1,500 or more to avoid tax in your state. Or maybe you're from Europe and you have to pay the 20% VAT for your purchases. Well, let me just be frank with you. That's why I don't live there, and that's why I live in a free state. And in this free state, we don't pay tax on that crap. So when crap like this happens, it takes people like me to push back, to make the public aware, to fight against it, to call it out. And no, I won't stop crying because it's wrong. And when things are wrong, you got to contest it. So I'll keep reporting, and I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to have some links down in the video description section that will take you to some of these dealers and, where you can go to their tax information. And also for Florida stackers, be sure to check the video description section because I'll also have a link to the actual Florida tax code as it pertains to bullion, coins, currency, stuff like that, okay? The stuff that we're involved with here on this channel, all right? So keep stacking, my friends. Know that there are options out there. You don't have to buy from, the big box online dealers. A lot of times, they've got big inventory. They have sales. Most of the time, no problems. But there are smaller coin shops you can buy from. There's local coin shops where you'll get even a better deal if you can, get in your car or call them and set up an appointment and go there. So don't pay this unnecessary tax, especially if you're a Florida stacker. It's wrong. Don't do it. And I'll keep you posted on what they say. All right, everybody. I'll see you again soon with more unboxings, reviews, and news about the precious metals we love. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.